Happy hump day. Good morning, friends. I hope you have had a great week so far. I was just looking up books because I'm on another book kick. And so I want to follow people who talk about books. But then it made me realize I don't talk about the books I'm reading much anymore. So I need to start incorporating that again. So that's what I'm doing. um, Okay, let me get that music going. You guys can always hear it, but I can. Uh, yes, I've connected with a couple people already this morning. Let me do a screen share real quick of our thingy. Oopsies. Shoot, I closed out the wrong one. There we go. There we go. Okay, today's a value post day. So it's advice similar to yesterday, but not like the 4 words, but again, adding value, increasing engagement, creating connection. And how did it go for you guys yesterday? I hope it went well. The 4 pieces of the 4 words or less. I got a lot of people commenting on that, so that was fun. I just realized I forgot to go back and comment on everybody's though. Okay, so I'm gonna make that part of my morning this morning. So today is the hook is I wish someone had told me earlier that fill in the blank. So what is a piece of advice you would give to somebody that you learned the hard way? Why has this lesson been valuable for you? And if you know your Instagram niche, like your target market audience, who you talk to, make sure that what you're going to say, your information is relevant there. And if you don't know what your niche is, if you haven't taken the time to figure that out, I'm sure, and if you're not even sure what the heck that is, I'm sure there are so many trainings on YouTube and free podcasts and things that talk about how to kind of create your funnel and figure out who your niche is, who your target market audience is. But essentially, you could always just start with if you're not ready to do that work yet, you could start with, okay, who were you when you started this business? And maybe talk to that person because everybody's changed since they started their business. Nobody is the same, right? So maybe have the audience you're talking to be you and what you needed to hear then. Yeah. So we got a couple great things. And if you're in a Facebook group that is specific to that niche too, share a post there. The call to action is, what is a lesson you wish you'd learned earlier, or what do you wish someone had told you? So it's similar to yesterday's, right? But asking for more detailed advice. There were a couple people who didn't follow the instructions on my post and keep it to 4 words or less. So today's post really would have been for them. Oh man. So a couple options. I was chatting with Donnie last night, and I'm like, man, there's a lot of info that I would probably give me. So we were kind of brainstorming about it, and make sure that you actually you're doing the thinking on this, because you want to make sure that it's relevant to you and you're not just doing a blanket copy and paste, but it's okay to see what somebody else does, right? And use it as inspiration. This is that reminder, because sometimes words are hard. Making a post, writing copy is hard. But unless you practice finding your voice and what you want to say, and you don't sound like other people, you're never going to get there. So just practice, copy and paste, but tweak it, make it sound like you. Don't just do it for verbatim, right? What was I going to say next? Oh yeah. You're never going to get better if you don't work on it, right? Does that make sense, Risa? I hope that made sense. Yeah, I was talking to Donnie last night about this one, and one that I'm probably going to use is, there's a couple ones that I want to maybe focus on, but it's okay to put pride aside and ask for help. Because oftentimes I don't want to look stupid. And I'm an Enneagram 9 and I want to make sure that peace is kept and I don't want to look like a fool. I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing. And honestly, sometimes that's okay. And I need to be okay with that. And I wish earlier Ariel would have known, okay, it's okay to ask for help. You're not going to look stupid for asking questions. You don't know what you don't know. And so how else are you going to figure it out? It's the same as writing copy. You're not going to get better. You're not going to figure out until you just do it. So it's okay to ask for help. Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, it's okay to copy and paste, like a post that Risa and I do, but just change it, make it sound like you if you're not sure where to go. And these hooks, obviously, I wish someone told me earlier that that's your hook, right? That's what you're going to use to write it. But make sure that the advice is applicable to you. Make sure you actually sit and do the thinking, because sometimes it's just super easy to hit that easy button, right? And somebody else has already done the work. I'm just going to hit the easy button and write what they did. Awesome. Other posts are a little bit different, right? Like if we're sharing specifically about Scentsy Club, I had a friend who I shared a Scentsy Club post yesterday. I had a friend who actually shared that previously. And so I just changed a couple of emojis and made it sound like me yesterday. So something like that. It's Scentsy specific. Yeah, I'm going to change it a little bit, but something like this, these value posts, they need to be relevant to you. So do the work. It's going to take a few minutes and that's okay. We've got the time, right? We've dedicated this power 30. All right, so I got to write my stuff down. I finally got some stuff done on my list yesterday that I had been just carrying over and carrying over. So I'm excited that's done. Our air conditioning still won't be fixed till tomorrow. So being in my office during the daytime has been miserable. It got up to over 100 yesterday. And so we're in the thick of summer. My office is at the front of the house. I haven't even checked on my wax. I think it's doing okay. I don't see any messes. Uh, but I've turned off like all my warmers back here, trying to just cut back on any extra little heat that could add to it in here. But it's not been fun to just exist in here. In my conversations with Donnie last night, we got talking about some other stuff too. And he came across a quote the other day that essentially said, the best productivity app on your phone is airplane mode or the focus option if you have an iPhone and if you need to still access Wi-Fi. But that's the best productivity app. Makes sense.
But is it? It's an airplane mode. You can still pull Wi-Fi and still get all your notifications.
Well, that's why you turn it all the way off.
Oh, I almost drank yesterday's Mountain Dew. That would have been really bad.
You what?
I almost drank yesterday's Mountain Dew.
Oh shoot. That would have been gross.
That would have been great. How can your home phone be one number different than your cell phone? And which one's which?
Oh, on reports.
Yeah. Skipping due to email being on a different contact already in your account. Okay.
So update on my account, because if you haven't been tracking your numbers, here's your sign. My professional dashboard on my thing. Do you remember when we started? It was what, like 3.3 thousand. The accounts that I was reaching. We talked about this, I want to say last week. So the account that I was reaching was fairly low. And now, having been consistent with this 5x7 checklist and creating new content every day and making sure I reach at least 5 people every day, I'm now reaching 27,000 accounts in the last 30 days.
Wow.
Yeah. So the increase is incredible. And that goes to show the work that's going on is intentional and it's working.
I did like home decor stuff today and stuff like that again.
Mm-hmm.
And I did this whole thing on like I downloaded all these pictures on like what kind of hashtags to be following and like what kind of hashtags to be using.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of went down that rabbit hole this morning.
Awesome. For those who are following along with the social media themes to build consistency, make sure today you choose something like Wellness Wednesday, Wednesday win, Wax Wednesday, right? That's the easy one for us to do. Change your wax. Or Wednesday words, whether they're hard or not. Make some Wednesday words. I'm excited. Today's a busy day. I've got a lot of stuff going on, but it's voice lesson day, and I love, love, love having my voice lessons. They bring me such joy. I think right now what I got to figure out is what kind of photo I want to post to go along with this engagement, the value post today. I mean,
I guess I gotta figure out what my value post is gonna be before I
yeah, that's smart.
figure that part out. There's like some dicey things going on here.
Hmm.
Just my team stuff. Like we're using some emails. I don't know.
Amber took some really weird photos of me the other day, so maybe I'll use one of those.
Leave it to her.
I know, right? She pretended like she was taking selfies, but I knew she was taking photos of me. I know my kid, you know?
Right.
So
You're
maybe
really not
I'm
that
changing
sneaky
my
kid,
advice.
just saying.
Maybe I'm changing my advice, dude. Ooh, this is a good one. I've got some good stuff going on here. Good words.
You always have good words.
Hmm.
I would tell you if you didn't. Don't worry. You got this. Why is somebody at my house?
Did you just ask a question?
It's rhetorical. Somebody's here. I don't know who it is. Like they pulled in my driveway backwards even.
All right. Sharing mine. Make sure that you guys share a screenshot of yours when you're done in the chat.
That train mode.
Huh?
I didn't know if you could hear that train. The train was really loud.
I couldn't hear the train, huh? I think you said something about your mom, and I was like, plot twist. This is awesome. Cool. Well, I'm excited about this one. It's sometimes digging deep is hard, right? Doing that work is hard. But if you don't sit down and do the work, who's going to? And I'm telling myself this because I have other goals and things that I'm tossing around for what I want to do in June. And I'm obviously going to invite you guys to join me as well. I think one thing that I want to do in June is change my wax every day. My plan is to put a single new cube in warmers every day. And you know what I might actually do? Because we've got the bring back my bar happening. I might do in like one of my smaller rooms, so like in a bathroom, I might do a new bring back my bar scent every day so I can smell how it develops throughout the day. And that'll be every weekday. So change that every day and then use cotton cleanups, really push those because I'll show, okay, changing the wax from yesterday, here's today's selection. So I think that would be kind of fun to do that. And then there's other things that I've talked about, wanting to get done, looking at what my daily tasks are, my monthly checklist, and actually figuring out what I do as a business owner, especially going into the summer. So I want to look at that because the second 30 days, I am not traveling anywhere the second 30 days. However, the third 30 days, I will be gone for most of it. So I think in June, I am going to plan how to be successful for the final 30 days of this challenge. That is my plan because I will be gone on like a 10-day camping excursion. It might even be longer than that. And then I will be at SFR, which is when we're going to end this out. So 'tis very exciting. 'Tis very exciting. But I got to figure it out because nobody else is going to do the work for me. Nobody else knows what I do in my daily business. Nobody else knows the thoughts that are going on in my brain. Nobody else can do this work for me. And that's okay. I'm the business owner here. I get to do this work. So make sure that you are framing your mindset right too. You get to do this work. This is yours. You get to choose it and try not to get stuck in the mindset. Hold on one sec. Let me think about how I want to say this. You are the business owner. You get to choose how you run your business. And like I was saying, try not to get stuck in the mindset of I have to do this because that feels like a heavier weight. It's a burden to bear versus something you get to choose to do, right? It's like with anything, like if you're going on a diet or if you're trying something new, figuring out a new goal or a new skill to master. When you change your mindset of I get to do this versus I have to do this, it's that growth mindset versus the opposite. What's it called? Fixed. It's not a fixed mindset. It's a growth mindset that will help you be able to move forward. Yeah. So have the best Wednesday that you could possibly have. Think about your post and what lesson you wish you had learned earlier. And make sure you share that with us because we'd love to learn from your learning lessons learned. All right, guys. Gotta stop share. Have an awesome day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.